Hello and welcome to the final chapter of ALLTYNEX 2nd. We've destroyed all 4 of the Guardian soldiers. Or was it Elemental Lords? No, it was definitely Guardian soldiers. And now we're making the last descent towards ALLTYNEX, his chamber, once we can clear out the trash. Granted, the normal enemies down here are somewhat more aggressive than the usual types, but they shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's not like you're fighting them while being chased by a giant orbital laser. But there are still some nasty things to be found down here. Oh dear. Okay, this machine can be a bit of a challenge. It has tracking lasers and some shot patterns that can't even really be defeated with the sword, even though they consist of regular bullets. The opportunities to do major damage are pretty small windows, so you have to be pretty careful as to how you approach this thing. Has there ever been a good Mother Brain? Mother Brain in Metroid, Mother Brain in Phantasy Star 2? Just a bad lot, the bunch of them. Okay, ALLTYNEX's drones can do some pretty nasty things, and you'll want to avoid sorting them. While these particular laser patterns are going on. Oh yeah, I did continue, but that's okay. Sittner Skane is not one of the more judgmental dev groups, so they won't lock you out of the good ending, in as much as any ending in the ALLTYNEX trilogy can be considered good. In any case, ALLTYNEX itself has some nasty shot patterns that is a bit of a glass jaw, but that's okay. Why? Because it's not even the true final boss. That honor goes to Citariel. As soon as he shows up. And there we go. You know, I didn't used to have to qualify this, but Citariel is certainly the hardest boss of ALLTYNEX 2nd. It has numerous forms, all of which can really put the hurt on you. It's not like it always shoots a ton of shots, it's just that its shots placements can often be pretty awkward to deal with, you know, like so. I'm sure I can do this better, but I'll have to figure that out sometime. Okay, this phase is nasty because those arms can just go wherever the hell they feel like it and, you know, punch you in the face. To deal with all these low attack drums, you just keep on tapping the sword button because you'll automatically log on and cut down anything that heads towards you. It's this part of this phase that presents the real problem, because these shots can come from and go pretty much anywhere. And that's the second continue, but I'm still within the default continue range for this playthrough, so I'm good. Okay, once you destroy a certain number of arms, it'll start shooting out tracking lasers too. There's nothing about Citariel that's particularly easy. And opportunities to get in a good slash are few and far between. But this is the final phase. It's really hard to dodge stuff that only starts coming in later. Missiles aren't a worry at this point. Now here's where the pain really starts, because it shoots some tracking lasers with a bit of a delay on them down this narrow spot. However, after that, you should be able to cut through its shot pattern with relative impunity. That's the plan anyway, so long as your timing is right. But anyway, Satariel is almost done with, and this particular pattern isn't too much of a problem. So just a little more to go, and down he goes. Okay, time to fill in the blank. So, what basically happened is, after the war, the pilot of the armed saboteur that destroyed ALLTYNEX, Gahala Dennis, investigated everything and found bits and pieces of the big picture, which was that the ALLTYNEX computer wasn't powerful enough to go AI on its own. So what they did was they hooked up a nasty bit of technology called the Zodiac device to it, and networked the computer to 7 other ALLTYNEX computers that existed in alternate dimensions. So, ALLTYNEX went AI, and the Senate ordered the AI to destroy a certain percentage of the human population to make the rest easier to govern and unite. However, ALLTYNEX went out of control for real, so everyone had to evacuate Senate first, and this nasty little plan had to go forward to subdue and destroy the ALLTYNEX system. But and this investigation took place much later after the war, because Gahala Dennis was shunted forward 200 years into the future by the explosion of Satariel. But we'll be catching up with him and learning a little more about the Zodiac device when we go to the next chapter, Reflex. Be seeing you then. ABC.